Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are here for a triple header. This is the beginning of you heard that right, triple header. I know the tournament's been a little quiet this week as we get closer to Christmas and all of the holidays, people are getting busy, that sort of thing. We've got a triple header, and all of these matchups tonight have some sort of incredibly important ramifications for who's going to advance. Some of them, it's a win and in where the other summoners trying to be the spoiler. In this one, you're about to watch it starting right now. It's a win and in for both of them. Lagacy, Sire. Lagacy is 1-1, so is Sire. They both beat me, no surprise. And they've both gone up against Karate Mike. This is in Group B. I'll be bringing up their streams very, very soon here. I would like to also take this opportunity, though, to welcome my co-hosts for at least this beginning part of the evening. We have the tournament sponsor, phenomenal YouTube channel, a good friend of mine. I've been in and out of his battle group for all my time in For Loki. We've got Yusafa, and then also another extremely good friend of mine. You hear me mention him all the time in my videos, showing us the way on so many champions. Bryce MU8s. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great.
Okay. Absolutely.
I'm going to PWF is already warming up. Okay, but I don't think PWF is going. So as you know, like I said, this is a triple header. I don't believe they're going for another 30 minutes or so. So we're going to get on this one. Let me, do we have a lefty Nox raid? Is that what I see right there?
So we've got Lagacy and Sire heading up now, and then it's going to be PWF or Paul. And who's he going up against, Vega?
Simula, and Simula's been under the weather, and that is public information, so I don't feel badly saying it. So he actually may not stream, in which case we're gonna kind of just, it's gonna be like watching the NFL Red Zone, where we're gonna take you around the league. Hope you have to watch the NFL Red Zone channel to get that joke. We're gonna take you around to all the matches and whatever's kind of hot at the moment, right? Whatever's has the biggest ramifications, and also definitely if both summoners are streaming.
So thanks everybody being in the chat. Just a reminder, we've got so we've got Lagacy and Sire. Lagacy's channel is pretty well established, and Sire just began his new channel. So if you guys haven't had the chance to go over to his channel and subscribe to it, please do. Steve Sire, he's been a great friend of mine. He's been a Alliance member for forever. He's the leader of For Loki. Please go over to his channel and subscribe. He's always entertaining, so I love watching that guy. So please go over to his channel, please subscribe.
Thank you for doing that. That's an important part, and everyone's channels are linked in the description. Let's go ahead and make this a little bigger.
It's great seeing Tobias and Skarko on the stream. Bitter Steel, Nin, Ashinabi, Nahorn. Wonder if Yusuf has Mantis. I'll give a spoiler. I did get Mantis today, so very excited about having her. Slayer of Gods. Welcome,
Yusafa. That was a great video today, my friend. And I've been telling people, because I'm not really doing those openings right now. I kind of came out and said I probably never would, but there's a few exceptions, and some people are genuinely like disappointed. They enjoy seeing that sort of thing, and I've been trying to direct them your way. So everyone, make sure they do it. Yusafa's channel is linked in the description of this stream too, so you can check that out. Okay,
yeah,
and
so it looks like Lags is getting ready.
Okay. Thank you for the stream raid, Lefty, and everyone who's joining us over. And then is Sire up? Has anyone seen? Yep, there it is. So we'll bring him up for everybody so we can see the side by side. And remember, this is a win and in scenario for both of them.
Yep, in these types of situations, there's a sense of not quite desperation, I would say, but there's absolutely one of those fight for your life type feelings to them. So you get down into round 4, round 5, everything's tied up, and it gets real.
That's a really good point, because I had absolutely no pressure on me going up against Mike just now. It was just pure fun, and that probably had a little bit to do with why I played as well as I did. All right.
So, EK Pal wrote, Vega, unrelated to MCoC, but who are you going to main in SF6? I'm not quite sure what that is.
You're gonna have to give me a minute to figure that out. 'Cause I'm not totally sure I get it either. Oh, it's a Street Fighter. Yeah.
Street Fighter.
We may have to cut into Lagacy's face cam a little bit. I hate doing that, but it may have to happen as we get this all set up. There we go. I think that's a good view for everyone. And for those being caught up, we also do have, this is the whole Grandmasters Cup. And so I have asked, we have a different prominent MCoC community member each week provides us with champions who cannot be banned and who are definitely banned. They are just not even allowed to be in your deck. We had Kat Murdoch in week 2. She did a phenomenal job. Bam Mike was week 1. And now in week 3, we have none other than Frontline MCoC. This is a Twitter feed, a source of information that I've been following for years playing this game. And they have supplied us with the can't bans of Gallant and Herc. So Lagacy and Sire are not allowed to ban these champions. It adds an element. And Rintra and Doom are not even allowed to be in your deck. So that's why you're going to see these decks and these bans and it having be a little bit unique. And then we've got some amazing, some more prominent members of the MCoC community already in store for the playoffs and pumped up for that. So here we are, winning in for these two guys. Steve's stream is just okay. I think they're just both waiting right now. Is what's going on.
I'm getting it pulled up now.
Yeah, you know, Lags. So I set up the stream. I did not realize Lags and Steve were going tonight. So when I set this all up and I did that pinned comment, it was Lags and Sire. So thank you so much, Yusafa, and thank you for asking. That lets me know that you really are going and supporting them, which is a really big deal. It's one of the best ways to say thank you to me for putting on this tournament. Well, obviously, your view, your support, your comments, your shares. I can see all of that, but also letting the competitors know that you really appreciate the show they're putting on. A lot of these folks didn't even stream before this. Like, Yusafa, you had streamed, but did you do a lot of gameplay streaming before the tournament started?
No, I mean, it was on and off, and I always like playing with my friends, especially when I have them on chat. So that live streams, and this definitely ramped it up a notch. So I'm definitely trying to put more work into my channel now because of this tournament.
And then, same for me. I'd never even streamed prior to I think my match with Lags, and that was the first one, and I did it while I was at work.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I had no idea. You handled it exceptionally well.
First time I've ever streamed.
You handled that exceptionally well.
Thank you. I love it. I love streaming right now. I've been having so much fun through this tournament by doing it.
So I just pulled up they're relatively up-to-date standings in Group B. This is Group B action. Karate Mike, I don't want to spoil it, but no, I think it's a worthy stream to watch anyways. I played about as well as you're ever going to see me play. Mike played like Mike plays. And so Mike has won the group. He's won the group 3-0. He is going to go ahead with the #1 seed from Group B. Obviously, I am now 0-3. That's fine. and Lagacy and Sire, the winner advances. It's a win-and-in scenario for both of them. Sire, obviously, newer to the YouTube game than Lagacy is, to the surprise of no one, I'm sure, in hearing that. But Sire's also been the leader for Loki for quite a long time. Incredibly skilled player. And also, I read the comments. So many of you love him. He's hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious. And they actually might even be on a call together. I'm not sure. But he's absolutely hilarious. So, what's up, Josh? Been a long time since I've seen you, buddy. How you doing? And I did get Maximus Savage's donation up there. I was glad I was able to get it. Thank you for all the donations, everyone. I really do appreciate. Wait, who is Lagacy? Exactly, right? It's like, I don't know. I've heard there's some guy named Seaton, some guy named Lagacy. I don't know. I hear they play MCoC.
All right, so it looks like Lags is a little bit ahead now.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to pause that so we can get them nicely lined up for everybody.
So I've fought Lags in the last tournament, and he is very intimidating. He does a lot of work to cultivate his Battlegrounds deck. That has been his focus for the past few months, and he is very, very scary. And his gameplay is phenomenal. So, and he won last tournament. So, I mean, that's just the skill that Lagacy has.
Mm-hmm. You know, he is a daunting opponent to go up against.
Yeah.
I can speak from that firsthand.
Yeah, you took him to the full 5, though, didn't you?
No, he 3-0'd me without even breaking a sweat.
It's so weird how our memories work. Because I know, because I talked to him, Lagacy, and I consider all of you to be friends, but Lagacy and I are friends, and I know that we DM'd quite a bit on it. He came away with a lot of respect for you. So yeah, I think so. I guess in my mind,
I may be misremembering it.
I don't think it was 3-0. Maybe it was. I have to do this. Supporter extraordinaire, OG Highline. Oh, you don't go back to the work until after the New Year's? Oh, no wonder. You're in a good mood. Thank you. We're doubling down on that donation, my friend, because I told you I would carry it over into today. That was after such a generous donation last night. So we're doubled up there. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it really is. All right, let's go and let's do a little analysis on what we're seeing here. So we have the bans of Domino, Sasquatch, and Human Torch. That makes sense because that's a rank 4 6200 Domino. Sire knows Lags' deck. He's his battle group leader. Is that a rank 4 Sasquatch? Do you think that's why he made that ban?
It is. It is a rank. I faced that when I faced him in the last tournament, and he ranked him up just for me. So yes, I know that is a rank 4 Sasquatch, and I'm just kind of surprised he banned Domino because I know that's one of Lagacy's Achilles' heels, if he has any. I would have kept Domino in the deck because I've seen Lags die to her a few times. The very few times that he does die. But yeah, and Human Torch is of course synonymous with Lagacy. So I can see those 3 bans.
Yeah, to my knowledge, Lags did take his Domino up to rank 4, so that might be part of it because rank 4 Domino at Sig 200 is just doing so much damage to you over time. It gets a little difficult to handle.
Yeah, unless you have Nimrod or Omega Sentinel, right? I think that's about it.
Yep.
I did find out that Mordo is a decent option for her, but it's not the same. But I guess because of his ability accuracy not being able to be modified. So
let's all appreciate that Steve did place his rank 4 Nova, and Lags better not die with this Nova because we'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, so when I went against Steve, honestly, Nova's one of the biggest reasons I lost. I also Steve beat me. I don't think I was playing very well, not like I just did, and I could not handle Nova to save my life. I never had like a really great counter. I guess I did have Juggernaut. Anyways, we're not here to talk about my matchup.
So this Gore is a brand new Gore of Lagacy's. So let's see how this does against the Nova.
I love seeing Gore on offense. Personal favorite champion of mine. And of course, with his upcoming rework, or not rework, but just minor tweak, he's stellar.
Are we thinking this is a throw from Steve? Because I just don't see how Cersei's going to take thing at all.
Speaking from experience on this one, it's just not feasible. Once you get those Furies up, you're going to be triggering protection just with basics.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can do.
Yeah, it feels like what Cersei does well is exactly what Thing takes away. So I was thinking this was a bit of a throw from Sire.
Hey,
Very
Jay,
good Gore gameplay.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, that Gore took care of that Nova really well.
Try to get a little bit more of Steve's gameplay in here for everyone. See those power bars. So obviously, Lags is going to take this first one. I don't know if you guys caught too much of my match. Spidey Supreme was really impressive in how he handled it, as far as like how a champion handles it. He genuinely has me considering. I've had 5/5 Mystic Dispersion for years, and getting forced to my SP3 so many times like that, having it cost me in Battlegrounds. Do you guys both run 5 out of 5? Or do you run 3 out of 5 or something like that?
I run 5 out of 5, and I run Hood and War a lot. The past few seasons, like I used him a ton, and I will say comfortably, because I'll own it. I died way more times than I needed to last season. I had a rough season, but ended up dying quite a few times because of 5 out of 5 MD using Hood, where I just got pushed to my special 3 over and over rather than being able to chain special 2s. And there's plenty of times where it's too much and you can't end up doing what you need to do because it's too much power.
And with Hood, you need that special 2. Like you're bringing him, you're bringing him for fights. That special 2 is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But Martin's bringing up a good point, is that it's so big for your defenders too. I'm thinking for me, I just get rid of Spidey as much as I did like him. I'm not sure.
Oh, what? So we have a Wicked on defense. That's interesting.
Let's see how this goes.
Nice.
I think he can be a good defender. I really do.
I agree. I've seen him do some really good stuff.
I mean, he's not, I just to clear for everyone, because I know how new he is in the game. I'm not saying he's going to be like Korg, like this classic level defender, but I think he's going to trick people up.
Yeah, so I like Steve's match here. I'm not quite sure about Warlock versus Wiccan. See how that goes. Knowing
Lags, he's going to parry heavy, but you really don't want to parry Wiccan.
Nope.
So it puts that neutralize on you, and then if he triggers a buff, he's manually managing it fine because he's not triggering any buffs. So the neutralize doesn't get the chance to do anything. But if you do, it's going to put an incinerate on you. So if Lags triggers a buff, he's got a problem. You see those incinerates starting to stack up? What's that from, Bryce? Why did that happen? He didn't trigger Dex.
I'll need to roll back and look. Okay. I'm sorry, I was looking at my phone.
Don't worry about it. He did throw an SP2. It seemed like they happened when he threw his SP2.
Armor breaks then.
That's right, because Wiccan's armor break immune. Yep, thank you.
Anytime he triggers any of his immunities to reverse controls or armor breaks, he'll place an incinerate on the opponent. I mean, he still had really good time there. That was really quick. So I think he could come away with the win on this, unless Sire ends up nuking the rest of the Skorg.
Hey, you know what, guys? OC... is if anyone could go back and confirm that, because that's against the rules.
I'll go back and look right now.
So that was a nice SP1 Dex by Steve. I'm about 50-50 with those.
What's up, Slayer? Sorry, buddy. I know I saw you in the chat when Mike and I were going. What's up, man? Thanks so much for being here.
Sorry.
No, man. That's the only way dogs know how to talk. That's why well, my kids are used to it now, but when our dogs would bark and stuff, like that's the only way they know how to talk.
Just to confirm, yes, Lags did ban Herc.
Okay. So the rules is that that's a loss. I mean, we did that. It came up in the Carl versus Doc match.
Yeah.
Here, I'll try to tag them in the line chat. If anyone's in their chats, their stream chat. Oh wait, hold on. Ghost Dog saying, "Oh, that's right. I actually have it wrong, guys. I'm so glad we haven't said anything. The graphic is wrong. The graphic is wrong."
Hulkling and Gallon. Yep.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ghost Dog. Whew, that would have been really bad. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, OC, and then thank you for correcting me. That's on me. That's my fault. Thank you. So I'll get that graphic fixed, probably in between matches or something. Actually, if you guys can handle the analysis, I'll fix that graphic right now.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
All right, so Steve banned the exact same champs. We've got Torch, Domino, and Sasquatch. Let's see if Lags does anything different here. Looks like he's going to. Oh wow! So Captain America, Sam Wilson. That's strange. Nimrod and Ultron. So those are some different bands on the lag side.
I sort of understand Sam, I think. I mean, he's an annoying defender even without the current node set. I don't want to fight him. And I know that without like a proper counter, you're going, like if you push him to a special 2, and especially with these nodes, you will, you're going to take a lot of damage through block. And then his auto block on specials can really mess with your damage output.
So Ghost Dog makes a good point. So he banned 3 techs. So maybe leaving that class vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, got that updated. Man, I was really not looking forward to telling Lags and Sire that had happened. So thanks for pointing it out initially, and then thanks for letting me know that I was wrong there, guys. Appreciate that, everyone.
So it looks like Lags won the first game or set. Excuse me.
2-0.
It is best out of 5. 2-0. Yep.
Okay.
Nope. Oh god, I'm so sorry.
What's up, Soups? How you doing? So you guys are saying that there was a heavy-sided set of bans, and that was to boost.
Yeah, so Lags banned 3 techs,
okay.
3 of Steve's techs. So maybe he's leaving that class vulnerable to certain champs. I'm interested to see how it works.
That was definitely some of the strategy that nerds have been working with me on. Yeah. Is using you can kind of like weight your deck a little bit, and then know that you're going to make your bans a certain way. I'm interested to see this. Kitty versus Quicksilver. Quicksilver is such a menace. I mean, Mike obviously handled him fine, but even still, even if you know how to fight him, a simple mess up can really ruin everything. Lex is doing well there. He looks like he's taking it pretty patiently.
Yeah, I think if there's a few champs that Lags is really good at using, and Kitty is one of those. He normally takes her to war, and he's put out some really great videos with her. So I'm pretty confident that he's going to come up ahead on this one.
Also, the thing is, though, is, once Quicksilver gets up his slow, he can't miss, which helps Lags in the health bar part of this, but not going to help with the speed of actually defeating Quicksilver. Maybe his whole point is just to stay alive.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, kind of thinking that Bishop's going to handle business down there for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's doing this on purpose or not, or what.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here.
I don't know either. It earlier looked like it was working. It looks like Steve's going to finish off this Bishop. I would think that Lagacy needs to start doing some damage to win this, though.
Mm-hmm.
If it stays like this, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah,
that'll do it. That'll.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I was curious about Kitty interacting with his evade as well, because I figured that she wants to land those intercepts, and she really can't once he gets to the higher charges. So it kind of played exactly how I was thinking.
I'm going to eat my words. So maybe this wasn't the best matchup here.
I love Quicksilver.
He's such a nuisance.
I did that science top 10 today, and I was just running through it. And I really, at some point, realized I think I just talked about Quicksilver for 5 minutes.
It wasn't that bad.
I just really love him. And a couple people commented, they're like, "You really like Quicksilver, don't you?" Like, yes, I do. I really do. I'm reading through the chat here. Honestly, Bryce, I barely even heard your dog once, and my dog makes noise all the time. Don't sweat it for a heart.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd much rather have you here. With the dog bark every once in a while. And then Slayer, I think what we need is for you to make a video on how to use CGR. If you could do that, that would, that
doesn't sound like something he would do.
Yeah, if maybe someone would put out a good video on how to do it and get his rotations right, then we wouldn't have this happening, right?
I think a certain Slaymon would probably be the best option for that. Don't you think?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Sire, this is a real chance here. This is, although Hulkling probably going to destroy that Toad. Lags just needs to not corner him. Do not corner Toad. Whatever you do, stay away from the sides of the map.
Mm-hmm.
And I would think this Immortal Abomination will make this fight take a little too long. So if Lags plays perfect, I hate to put that pressure on a person, I think he's going to take this one. You guys kind of have those similar thoughts?
Yeah, I'm thinking Scorpion's going to end with 100% health too. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hulkling is handling this Toad very well, but he's in the corner now. But I don't think that it's going to take much longer. Nope.
Yeah, Hulkling still didn't care. Lags did make a little mistake. I don't know if the healing of Hulkling kicked in or if just not that much health was lost to begin with.
Yeah, this Scorpion versus iBomb fight can be great. It's just iBomb is so tanky in general that it's going to take a while no matter how smooth that is. Essentially, you have to go immediately from a special 1 to a special 2 and then back to just special 1 spams, and that's the quickest you can take it.
Just to kind of utilize some of these amazing stats, I know I've talked about them. Channel member Adam has just been presenting me. He's shown me the spreadsheets. They are outrageous. We're talking about Hulkling here, and obviously the meta is increasing how good he is. Hulkling doesn't really need the help, but Hulkling is the best attacker. Minimum 8 appearances to make this list with an average score of 46,198. That's an average score, 39 appearances so far in the tournament. 46,198. And in between matches, I'd love to get some guesses. Chat, if you guys could do this for me, we'll do this in between this match, though. Or set, I mean. Let me know who you think the top 5 are. I'd be really curious who you guys think the top 5 are as we head into the pivotal game of match 2.
The top 5 attackers? Is that what the question is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it just for this tournament or overall?
Just this tournament, the first 2 weeks. So it's the best attackers' average score. So their average score when they are utilized. I would. Okay,
Hulkling
this fight
is number 1.
Yeah, this fight, Gallon versus Nick, can go exceptionally well. I've had it go exceptionally well. It can also turn ugly fast. I want to see how Sire, I always want to call him Steve, handles this. No, he got off 2 nice quick intercepts.
All through that special 1.
Yep, I'm curious if he's going to. It looks like he's not concerned with the encroaching. So he's probably just going to play through the reverse controls. Stand your ground comes into play. He's handling reverse controls nicely. You can hear.
He did have that special 1 with.
Yeah,
which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I believe that also means that first stack of darkness wasn't removed.
Yep.
But I may be mistaken on that.
No, I think you're right. And I think he's going to need some. Oh, did Lags get a little stuck up there? I think he did. I'm guessing that Lags is running in inequity here.
Oh, for sure. I was just about to say that as well.
Yeah.
But that was a great special, too.
Steve will need this to finish it off, though, I think, because he's lost a little bit more health. Either that or he needs Lags to make a mistake, which does not look like it's going to happen. I think Lags is going to take it home. Just barely, though.
Yep. Wow.
Just barely. Oh, my gosh. That with special 1 early, I think, is the difference, yeah?
That was the defining, yeah, for sure.
It's not 119 points, but it's still pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lax is up 2-0. Okay, so the top 5 scores. Oh, and everyone, we can rest. Slayer said he will make this CGR guide for us. Thank you so much, Slayer. I love Slayer. He's awesome. Thanks for going along with the joke, buddy. So here's the guesses so far from Snoops a lot. Hulkling, Gallon, Rentro, Scorpion, Archangel. CGR from Tavanza, Hulkling, Torch, Hood, AA, CGR. And what were your guys' guesses for top 5?
So I don't know. Archangel and Torch were banned in the first week. I can't remember who was banned the second week. So I think that'll skew the results a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would agree with Rintra, Scorpion. Yeah, and my last two are guesses. I don't know.
I think for sure Hulkling and Gallon are going to be up in the top 5. I mean, we know Hulkling is number 1. I mean, maybe Tigra? I don't know. Like, the neutralized champs have a field day with this meta.
Oh, yeah.
Nimrod.
Oh, Nimrod. Absolutely. Yeah. That's a great call.
Yeah.
So I'm with you guys, and everything you've said has made a ton of sense. Here it is. It's Hulkling 1 at 46, and then a decent drop off to Hercules at 45.7. Then Ghost, and I have not seen Ghost used a lot, so I think that's
me neither.
Yeah. But in 15 uses, 45,600. Then Tigra, to your point, Bryce, and like even me, and I just paid a very simple parry. I think I punished 1 heavy against that Cersei, and she destroyed that fight for me. So Tigra at 45,600, and then Scorpion. And here's the crazy thing: Hulkling's been used 39 times. Scorpion was used 36. The next most on there is Doctor Doom, all the way down at 17. Down at 17.
Oh wow!
Gallon was banned a week too, so that kind of goes to Yusafa's point of Archangel. So I think that's influencing Gallon there a bit as well.
Yeah. So it looks like Lags, he chose 3 different bans this time. I wonder if he's just trying to screw with Steve's meta. So he went with Falcon, and then I can't remember saw those other 2, but he's definitely switching up the bans. Now, Bryce, do you think he's going to place Captain America Sam Wilson on defense, Steve?
I think so. I'm trying to see. He may end up using him for Bishop. DLL, of course, a good friend of mine. Y'all know him. Everybody knows him. I've seen him use Sam to pretty good extent against Bishop and some more. So I wouldn't be overly surprised to see it. And I think that with this node set, he could be really good with it.
I think it's going to be interesting up at the top. I'm sorry, I did space out on. Well, I didn't space out. I had to pay attention to something else that came through. Okay. Were you talking about this Gallon versus Mr. Fantastic? I think this could become problematic for Lags.
No, but I agree. Reed can be an annoying defender, especially if Sire's also running inequity.
Yep.
Because yes, you have that constant willpower. I was actually thinking about Reed earlier because I was watching your science video earlier. But inequity plus the evade chance just really makes him a lot tankier than you realize when he's on defense. Yeah.
You know what, though? Lags did a really nice job of kind of circumventing that problem that can happen. He's not letting Fantastic throw those special ones. And then he went pretty straight into that SP2, best I could tell.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of surprised that Reed didn't evade at all, even when he had the 6 incinerates and he had the 2 careful studies on him.
Yeah, same here.
I'm certainly not that lucky.
No, that felt like a little RNG going Lags' way.
Yep. That was a very clean fight, though.
Yeah, Tavanza, these stats have been incredible. I'm just ashamed this is the first time I've ever really been able to work them in. But we will continue to work, as long as Adam's willing to do it, we will continue to work them in and try to weave them in more and more as these tournaments continue to go on.
You know what would be also interesting, Vega, would be, I would say in the past week we've seen Valkyrie begin to take more of a footing in matches. It'd be interesting to see what the trend is and when Valkyrie started becoming a known threat in this meta.
Yeah, because it feels like that didn't happen towards late into week 1, right? That wasn't right away. Yeah. You also, according to the stats, she's also the tied for 9th most banned champion. So considering how many people have her, and then ranked her up, which is obviously isn't going to be everyone because of how new she is. That's pretty impressive for her to also be in the top 10 most banned.
I know I've banned her a bunch of times.
Yeah, I think I did too early on with Mike. OG Highlight, no. In fact, we potentially have 2 more. I believe PWF and Simula are both streaming. Simula was not feeling well. He was pretty sick. So there's a chance he wasn't going to, but I think they just both fired up their stream. So as soon as this one's over, we will we'll go straight to Simula and PWF. And then BMcG and Infamous are supposed to go this evening too, but they may have to get started a little earlier. We'll see.
All right, so we're seeing Captain Sam against Bishop. So that's the one that Bryce predicted. And a rematch of Valkyrie versus Nova.
So this Sam fight is about as I expected it. The armor ups really get him going with the damage because it gets him up to that special 2 really quick. But unfortunately, Bishop did get that special 1 off, and that Incinerate aura it's very frustrating.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, just 3 or 4 Incinerate stuck to him and did about 50% of his health. And there he goes again.
And that's with class disadvantage. This is a rank 4 Bishop, but still.
Yep.
And there's the Desperation.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's the Desperation special we've all thrown sometimes. We've all been there.
Yep. Yeah, I've definitely seen this fight go successful, but sometimes, I mean, Bishop is going to do Bishop things.
Yeah.
He's going to throw that special 1 into your block periodically. It's just the fact of his AI.
I mean, holy Batman, thank you so much. I received your message from Mike earlier when we were facing. I very much appreciate you also coming over and sending this on this side. And a really kind message, of course, and we will keep this going. Like I've been saying for a while, we're just getting started on these tournaments. This is just the second one ever, 3rd week of it. The playoffs will start when we all come back from that Christmas vacation, and it's going to be a blast. So Lagacy advances. Lagacy handles it 3-0. Well done by Sciar, but, Lags just comes through. There's a reason why he's the defending champion. Yep. And I think we just saw it on display here. I hate to cut it off. If you're interested if you're watching my stream and you're interested in catching the end of Lags and Sciar and them kind of chatting, I think they are on together. They're both very, very funny guys. You can check that out and then come right back because we are going to right now move over to PWF and I can't remember. There's so many people going tonight. And Simula.
Yep. So unfortunately, Bryce and Vega, I'm going to have to drop. I'm going to go spend some time with the family, and maybe I'll just I'll jump in the chat maybe a little later on when they go to bed. But thanks for having me, and it's always been great commenting. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you so much for being here, buddy.
My friend. Hope you have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, have a great night. Thanks for being here, bud. All right, so here we go. We will. I'm going to update the board. Bryce will handle some of the analysis for us. If anyone knows the score of this matchup, let me know.
I love that we just joined here, and I see one of my favorite signature fights of Hood versus Korg. Love to see it.
It's like you were meant to be on the stream.
I know. We are going to have to adjust some of the windows here. Can't see the health bars for PWFs.
All right.
And Tiberius says that we don't have Sire's channel link in the note.
Okay, I'll work on that. Thank you very much. And that always, I love hearing that. I don't love hearing that I made a mistake, but I like people knowing. I like knowing that I did and being told, so that way I can fix it.
I will, at very least, throw it into the chat real quick.
Yeah, and that also lets me know that people are actually going and supporting the competitors, which I love. So thank you very much for that. Let's see, how can we... bring that down just a smidge, and then I'll have to adjust it once they're actually in the fight, because the aspect ratios are off, as we can see. Oh, Tabir, yeah, that is true. The stream, I did not realize that Sire and Lags were going to go tonight until after I had already set up the stream, so I'm going to have to go back and put those in. So thank you for letting me know. All right, so as of right now, we know that PWF has won a game. We don't know which set this is. We don't know their score. If anyone knows their score, I would appreciate it so we can update that for everyone. I have a feeling this is probably their second set. All right, here we go. So we've got Dragon Man versus Gallon up there. I'm going to pause it so we can line these up just a little bit better. And then I will adjust the aspect ratio of PWS stream so we can see the health bars. I think he's playing on an iPad, so this happens especially with the iPad users. We're almost synced up here. There's 3 more seconds. All right, and go. That was fast.
That was very quick.
Couldn't
even see the health bar. It was just gone.
Yeah, I revealed the health bar just in time for us to see there be no health in the health bar. Oh,
that right there is why I ban long shot pretty frequently. I have a lot of mystics, and I just don't want that to happen to them.
How is he against Domino? Because he's got that whole plus ability accuracy thing too. Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Does he actually handle her pretty well though, or is it like, yeah, sure, she's not crit filling him, but the fight still takes forever?
I don't know the answer to that, to be honest. I'm far from a long shot expert. I just don't want to fight them, and I don't want people to use them against me.
Yeah, I guess it really doesn't make sense when you're saying I always ban long shot for me to say, oh, how does that fight go? You're like, I don't know, dude. I just told you I always ban him. What do you want from me?
That's a great question, my friend. I would also love to know.
Yeah, you should save that question for people who don't always ban him. All right, this is the first match. Thank you so much, Ghost Dog. I saw a question for you. Bitter Steel, what's up, dude? Vega, what ideas do you have to shake up the future tournament? Obviously, the Grandmaster this time, 3 days. Oh, I cannot reveal the plan for the 4th tournament, but I think people are going to like it. I think people are really going to like it. I am having to try to talk some people into it, though. Their game. I think they just want to know how it's going to work. And there's a group of them. Who I think I need to make them feel safe. I need to make them feel like it's a safe, warm environment where they will be invited and treated well. So that'll be the 4th one. And if that plan doesn't come together, I'll come up with something awesome. I'm open to ideas though, because sometimes things don't go the way you think they're going to. All right, so it looks like PWF took this one 2-0.
Go ahead.
No, that's all right. What's up, bud?
I was just going to say the modifying aspects of the Grandmasters Cup here have been a ton of fun so far.
Have you liked it?
Yeah, it's been really fun. I honestly think I enjoyed it more than the first one even. It feels very dynamic.
I loved it. I do feel like a lot of the competitors have, like you all, like there's this tier of you all, and you're in it. I feel like you all have improved a lot, while folks like myself didn't, and so I think that's kind of coming to play a little bit. But I've enjoyed the Grandmaster aspect of it a lot. The bands, the can't band, all that stuff. I've had a lot of fun. So I'm glad to hear you have. I know some people were not looking forward to it, but they haven't complained since it started. So that's led me to believe that maybe they did end up enjoying it. Doug says we should do a blindfold tourney. Hey, and TJ's here. What's up, TJ?
Hey, what's up, TJ? All
right, so we've got bans. Simula is banning Silver Surfer, Ebony Maw, and Tigra, while Paul has banned Quicksilver. Yeah, he doesn't want to fight Quicksilver. Mojo and Kingpin. Very interesting.
Yeah, Snoop's banning Surfer. I get it. Surfer is an absolute monster in this meta.
Adam, thank you for the incredibly generous donation. I'm sorry that you just tuned in because we've been doing your stats and they've been awesome. We've all been really enjoying it. So thank you. Thank you for supplying the stream with those stats, your presence, and then, of course, this generous donation, too.
It's good to have you here, Adam.
Check. Thank you so much for being here, too. All right. So we've got the bands in. They're doing their draft. PWF has 2 champions with relics. I have to tell you, I'm considering removing my relics. I hit them on accident 3 times last night in what was only about an hour and a half stream. It's really frustrating. It's actually surprising when you accidentally do it because out of nowhere comes this other champion. Do you have champions with relics on them?
I do. I only really use Rocket and Elsa. Those are my 2 main ones that I use that have relics on them right now. I don't think I've accidentally hit the button yet, but that's mostly because the fight's over before I get the chance to use them.
It's awesome.
No, I've enjoyed relics quite a bit lately. I think that they're a little, I wouldn't say overwhelming, but it's very close to it.
Yeah, I'm very appreciative, and I think it was smart to have this kind of slow rollout of them. I think if they were something that we all felt like we needed to have them to complete content or be competitive in these modes, like I think right now they're just kind of a prestige thing, and we're getting this little sprinkling, a little idea of, hey, this could end up being really powerful. Look at this. This is fun. Maybe use your striker, and which is allowing me to not feel overwhelmed by accidentally hitting it 3 times. So that's what I'm thinking. So,
okay, so real quick in the match, we've got a Nimrod versus Havoc and a Gallon versus Thing. Gallon versus Thing can go really, really well if you're managing those rock stacks. Nimrod versus Havoc, of course, that is an armor up champ, and also Nimrod against a mutant. But Havoc's energy resistance can slow him down quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sim does get that energy vulnerability up, which I believe brings Havoc's energy resistance to about 0%. So he should be dealing about normal damage. Yeah, I mean, it still is reduced a bit. I would say probably about 20-ish%. But it's still very solid.
Yeah. But you're right. It's not what you're used to seeing out of Nimrod versus literally any other mutant. And we've got Gallon doing some real work. This is going to be close. And Gallon did not lose any health. And for those wondering, Thing.
Wow.
Thing is actually the second highest rated defender based on averages, with an average score of 37,466. So that is way above the average score for Thing in Thing matches.
Oh, that was surprising. So it looks like Sim accidentally let all of his armor ups fall off, and he ended up taking a plasma detonation there.
Yeah, that can happen with Nimrod.
I am unsure who PWF will end up using against Mephisto if he gets placed. Yeah, and there he is.
I think you'll go with Scorpion, and
I would too, but
yeah.
I mean, you take damage in that fight no matter what you do. You just have to rely on that special 2 Petrify to heal you back up.
I mean, Archangel's not going to be able to shut off the ability accuracy of Longshot, right? He can't get to that high of a number.
Correct.
But Longshot's not bleed nor poison immune, so the damage will still be present. This would be an interesting one. I'm curious.
Yes, no, there are stats, and Adam has been keeping up with them, and the stats are absolutely incredible. I mean, just what he's been doing for this tourney and keeping up with all those stats is like professional level. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. What I'm using right now is like the kindergarten set. Like he's shown me the college graduate set, and I'm like, I'll try the preschool set. Do you have that? He gave it to me.
This is the AP set, and you're still in,
yeah,
the early levels, the beginner placements. That's how I feel looking at all of it. Oh, wow. Down to the wire.
Yeah, and PWF's going to take it with the healing of Scorpion. Unbelievable. I mean, this just happened to me. For those of you who caught my stream against Mike, I came out with a score of like around 51,000 and lost. And it's just like, it's a very unfun feeling. Unfun. Let's go with unfun.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, this just goes to show Scorpion is, in my opinion, the best of the science class, and that really just shows his power. That's a matchup that he has no business taking. He isn't immune to those incinerates, and he still finished with 100% health.
I want to take this opportunity to, I realize I haven't yet, please go support these summoners. Simula has run a phenomenal channel for years. It is, once I started doing YouTube, it was one of those where I was like, how does Simula not have more subscribers? It must just be a really bizarre thing with the YouTube algorithm. I highly recommend you go and, one, support him. I'd appreciate it a lot. But also, I think you'll learn a lot from his channel. He runs great streams, all that. He's also very sick, and he's still putting it on a stream for us tonight. He did not have to. The competitors are not under obligation to stream in the group stage. And he's just choosing to do this because I think he knows a lot of us are putting on a show. It's important. And so it shows you kind of a little bit about the man, too, himself. So I'm very grateful. I would really appreciate it if you'd go, let's get him a little bit of a subscriber bump. And trust me, you will learn a lot from being subscribed and watching his videos. And then my buddy PWF, he's a Battleground leader for Loki. You have phenomenal war videos showing off really like how good Omega Sentinel was. This was 2 seasons ago. I really like the man, been in the same alliance with him for years. And his channel is very, very new. And he's decided like Bryce here, he's like, I'm going to start streaming. And so he's been doing some streams. They're really informative. They're hilarious. And he's been streaming these matchups too. So I would appreciate it. Their channels are linked in the description as well as the chat. They're in at least one of those places. I know I messed up some of those things. All right, let's go ahead and get back to this. We're into the third set here. I'm going to try to bring up their group standings very quickly so everyone can kind of see where we're at with them. Maybe I won't do it that quickly. Not as quickly as I thought I would. I'm realizing I can't figure out what group they're in. They're in Group E. So they are in Group E. Super Sam did win the group. Phenomenal performance. And he played really up to his abilities. So he has won the group. And you can see here, if PWF gets this win, he advances. So he needs this as an opportunity for Simula to play spoiler and for PWF to advance into the group. Yeah, it's all spicy matchups tonight. It's all winning in and spoiler scenarios, except for me and Mike. That was a for funsies one, and it was fun. Thank you, Slayer. Thank you.
All right. I think if I was in his situation, I would either go Gallon or Valkyrie here. Yep. And Scorpion. Sim is a very good Scorpion player.
Yeah, Sim's just a good player, right?
Oh, yeah. He's also one of the best dudes I've met playing this game, so
I want
stuff.
I want to see this Gallon versus. Can Gallon destroy him before he goes into enrage? I don't think he can.
Not before enraged, no, but I think that the extra damage will, from it expiring, will get around that regen.
But that's what just happens. One of the things I was worried about, and then I think he's going to have to completely wait this out because he needs to land his heavy, which I forgot to do in my match with Mike. Although maybe he can get the spacing there.
It's a tough spacing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to risk it, especially after taking that first instance of damage.
Yeah, and he knows he's got Thing up there. Scorpion's fast, but that's still Thing, so that's not an ideal matchup. So it's smart to play this patient. He probably could end it now, I would think, but he looks like he's in no hurry. Oh,
wow. Okay, there he goes.
I was actually surprised he was able to get that done. The healing didn't get worse there.
I do think that Sim does have a potential to come back in this one with that regen.
Oh, that's a great point. See. Yeah, because Gallon did take quite a bit of health off there down there with PWF.
I'm not sure. I don't think he's going to get enough health back, actually.
Yeah, because the Petrify, right, has already fallen off. He's probably not going to get to an SB2 while this fight is still going. So he didn't win the time race. So yeah, I think this is going to go to PWF and Gallon.
Mm-hmm. So good effort. And I mean, that's exactly what I expected from that Weapon X fight, so it was a good job on his side. Weapon X is a tough defender. He may have been around for a few years now, but he's still a pain.
Sorry guys, I haven't caught up with the chat there in a bit. I see everyone's now wanting those stats. Adam and I have talked a little bit. Well, looks like maybe he's going to start sharing them. I don't know if I want the competitors having all that information, but you know, they're Adam's stats, so have fun.
There's a lot of very valuable information in there.
What I'll say is, I think
we've talked about this a bit.
Yeah, I think if one competitor is going to get them, I think they should all get them. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Cyber? It's been a heck of a season, man. I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to get nervous because I'm starting to believe. Slayer, you want to know how bad you are? You're still better than me. So there you go. I feel like this is a throw on PWF's part, right? Oh, well, maybe he's gonna use the armor breaks to put some incinerates up.
Oh, no.
No.
This is a stellar matchup.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Wiccan fails all of the buffs that Man-Thing tries to place on him. And he fails pustules, which turns them into more incinerates.
Why?
That's the way Neutralize works against Man-Thing. And any champ that places buffs on you in that way, for that matter. That's why you can use Tiger against Man-Thing.
I had no idea. Neutralize prevents buffs on you?
Yep.
Even though Neutralize is on the defender.
It prevents buffs on you that the opponent is attempting to place on you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like
so stuff like this, stuff like... God, I'm trying to think of other matchups I've used that for. But I did have a fight against a Man-Thing with Wiccan that was like maybe 30 seconds long. So I've done this one myself. It is very good.
I really thought, I mean, I didn't think I knew everything about MCoC, but I thought stuff like that I was pretty much had down, or I'd at least heard of it. Like, I'd forget it, but I would remember it. Why the heck would Neutralize prevent these buffs on you? That is wild.
It's just the way that it's coded. I don't know if that's intended or not.
Yeah, maybe,
but, you know.
Don't tell DLL. Shh.
I know.
He might be listening. He might be out there. Don't tell DLL. Everyone agree on that one.
he's on vacation. He's gonna come in like at this exact point in time. Like I know Bryce is trying to keep this from me.
And you know what? Simula, we're so caught up with this. Simula just with an excellent job. I think he was probably in a second life there. Ends that fight, probably thinking he's got it handled. And I mean, that's just the way it is. Like PWF is a phenomenal player. Simula was in every single one of these matchups. And Simula's sick. Everyone, if you could, please go tell him, get well soon. Thank you for the incredible content. Thank you for the incredible streaming and being a part of these tournaments. I really, really appreciate it. I'd really, really appreciate it. I'm gonna go. Oh, BMcG is in the chat. B, have you already gone? Are you going? I'm. Can you catch me up on what is the situation with you and the Infamous?
So big congrats to PWF there, and much love to Sim. Hope you feel better, my friend.
Yeah, thank you for doing what I should have done. Yes, PWF has clinched his spot into the next round, coming in second in his group to Sam, Super Sam of For Loki fame. And Simula, again, thank you so much for doing this, man. You were not under obligation to stream, and yet you still did, despite being sick. And I greatly appreciate that a lot. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday with your family, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you in a tournament again very, very soon if you are willing to be in them. Infamous said in 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Why don't we be right back, and then I'll do some Battleground friendly. So I'll take a little break, but I'll leave the stream up, so this will be up, and I'll do some Battleground friendlies until BMcG and Infamous are ready to go. Does that sound good?
Great.
PWF, phenomenal matchup, my friend. You played it outrageously well, but I think you know that. And I don't know if you heard, but we're going to take a very short break, and then I will be right back. If you feel like joining a call, come on and do that. It'd be great to see you. So we'll be right back, everyone. All right, and we are back. I will. I'm going to set up for the next match right now, and then like I said, I will do some Battlegrounds friendlies. Something we'll have some fun. If you're watching this on video on demand on the playback, you'll skip ahead to what sounds like about 20 to 30 minutes, and there will be BMcG versus the Infamous. So I'm going to set that up very, very quickly, and then we'll start up with those Battleground friendlies.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you would like a first sparring match, I would love to see what your deck is looking like at this point.
Let's do it, my friend. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one less thing for us to do when B and Infamous get going. All right. Should be good. And the top shelf summoner, I feel badly, that will change, but when we come back to this, it'll be how it should be. Hey, I'm back. All right. PWF, I'd love to have you on call, my friend. Why don't you hop on? That'd be great. We do a little post-match interview, too.
I am loading up the game right now.
Cool.
Hey. How's it going, fellas?
How you doing, man?
How's it going?
Doing pretty good. First, I want to apologize to people because they were apparently chatting in my chat and Studio didn't show anything.
Oh, no.
We did talk a little bit. What's that? I'm sorry, man. I was interrupting you. What were you saying?
Yeah, my Studio was still showing Dreamin's chats from 30 minutes ago, and nothing showed up until I ended the stream.
Dreamin does have the tendency to kill the chat, so it may have just been that. Is that he chatted, and then people were like, "We're out of here."
Yeah, never mind.
I love Dreamin. I actually do. If you haven't heard my spiel on Dreamin, I'll give it to you someday. Congratulations, amazing performance. And just in case Simula's still listening, I think he probably isn't. Hopefully he's out there being comforted because I know he's not feeling well. But that was a phenomenal performance there. What I want to know is, and from the way you approached the fight, I think you did know this. Did you know that Wiccan was that good for Man-Thing?
I had seen people talk about the neutralize. I think it was Tiger's neutralize that was shutting down the pustules.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I assumed it would work the same way for Wiccan because it's the same percentage.
I had no idea.
I hadn't actually tested it before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll send you a video later. I think I posted one on Twitter a few months ago.
Okay.
I'll send you all the link to that here in a little bit.
Hold on, Bryce. Let me because I have to put the champions back in my deck.
Yep, no worries.
It's kind of nice to finally be able again to just be like, yes, I will put in all of my R4s.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I don't have the limitations of the tournament. Give me one second.
As fun as I said the limitations were, I am now enjoying not having them.
I actually think I'm pretty good as it is. The only one I want to add back in is Rentra.
He's not good. Leave him out. You don't like him.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That was very bad.
So how do you feel? This is your first tournament, PWF, and it feels weird to call you PWF with you right there. Fintech, yeah. Let me get one in with Bryce here, and then I'd love to do one with you. And then as soon as B and Infamous start, though, we'll go over to them. Your first tournament, you've never streamed before. You've already made the playoffs. Are you like, of course I have. Oh, Lagacy hit me with the friendly. Are you like, of course I have. I'm PWF. That's how I roll. But what are you thinking? How are you feeling, man?
Absolutely not. If you had seen me, right before I started up my stream, I was like panicking, just like I do before pretty much every war fight. It's just like,
oh, dude,
I don't feel good. Everything's going to be terrible. I'm just going to die right away.
You know, they say though that there's like famous athletes and like performers who like will vomit before every performance. Sorry, everyone who's like, why are you saying this? That's just people like that, even though they're outrageously confident and know they're going to crush it. So,
Yep.
is that you? Or were you were genuinely like uncertain?
I mean, I was generally uncertain, especially with how my match against Sam ended.
Yeah.
'Cause it started out kind of the same. I mean, it didn't work out perfectly, but that one Omega Sentinel versus Man Thing fight against Sam, everything just plummeted. I hated every draft after that.
Yeah. That does happen. There is a large, I think, mental aspect of it. And I know it doesn't make sense because it's like, well, that still really shouldn't affect, your drafts or your RNG or things in game. But there is a thing, like in my matches in tournament 1, I started off very, very poorly. And then I was like, okay, fine, I got to collect myself. And I did. And then all of a sudden my drafts started going better. And I don't think necessarily I got better RNG as much as like I just started clicking, like you kind of catch your flow. Mm-hmm. And also Sam's outrageously good. So I think that's...
He is. And the minute I saw that he was in my bracket, I immediately said I want to ban his hood no matter what. And then Kat comes in and says, no, you can't ban hood. I'm like, great.
I did like Kat's bans.
Oh, they were great.
They really were. Every person who's done the bans has really, I think, embraced the role and genuinely tried to screw around with you in their way, and I've enjoyed that a lot. Yeah. So Jay Will is saying they did try to talk to you in your. That's just how he is, man. He's focused. There's no room for chatting.
No, I was looking over there. It's just stuck. Nothing showed up. Sam's first comment never showed up. Then Jay Will's didn't show up until I ended stream.
I've had that happen to me before.
And it was just like, oh, I guess no one's talking. I mean, that's fine. I can just keep talking to myself randomly. No one's going to say anything.
That is a comforting feeling, right? Just be like, whatever comes into my mouth is fine.
It was like, hopefully no one's watching. No one's watching that other stream over there. It's fine.
Bryce, I literally forgot I wasn't facing you. I just...
Oh, brother, you're good. I saw Lags had that invite first, and that's all good. I'll just catch you on that next round.
Okay. I just saw Lags' name pop up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm not actually facing.
Yeah, so real quick, PWF, on what you were just saying about even when it looks like nobody's there, even with you not getting the comments or stuff, the number one thing that I've always seen with people streaming is that even when it doesn't seem like anybody's there, just keep talking, keep on putting on that show. Mm-hmm. And that's helped me a ton. Like, because I mean, there's streams that I've had where it's like, oh, you have 6 people here, and it's like, all right, well, that's not what I was looking for, but oh well. And still put on a good show for everybody, and it's still a good time. I've loved streaming. I believe you're newer to streaming as well, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. Just nothing.
Oh, dude, same.
Just Streamlabs mobile on my iPad and trying to figure out from that.
Hell, mine is worse than that. I use Omelet Arcade directly from my phone because I can't figure out how to get OBS set up on my laptop.
Yeah, because I tried this past weekend to stream with someone on Discord, and none of my audio went through. It was just like, okay.
Yeah.
What's happening, or how to fix that?
Either. I've tried. I think you have to use OBS, and it's a settings thing. I haven't been able to fix it either.
I didn't realize. I saw that joke earlier, and I wasn't totally sure what you meant. That's pretty funny. Tiberius, after some sort of hierarchy, my rankings BG, it is 100% accurate. It's not opinion based, it's fact. Yeah, I don't. No, of course I'm kidding. There will be updates. There will definitely be updates. A lot of them though will be due to just like any other tier list ranking that I do. One is me getting more information, right? Watching these streams, doing my own streams, my own gameplay. Definitely learning from Nerd 100%. And what sucks is there's going to be demotions. I already have it out. Nerd has taken a look at it. I've posted it for the guys to take a look at. And there's going to be some demotions. But it's different than the general tier list that I always feel a little more badly. I should focus a little bit on what I'm doing. Yeah. And I don't think that was a good idea. Why did I do that? No, I'll be okay. I think I will. We'll find out. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And so it's a little bit different. The tier list one, I'm always like hesitant because I know even though I say don't use this as like some sort of Bible where you definitely do your rank ups on it, I know people still do. And so I feel a little more bad. That's why I'm always so conservative on it with like initial rankings and things like that. With the Battlegrounds one, I don't feel as bad because like, so like here's an example. I don't think this will shock anyone. Penny's probably going to move down in the dual threats. And I'm going to explain that it's not because I don't think she's great. I still think she's wonderful. I think she can be a really good attacker. She's obviously a defender that you want a specific defender for. What's happening is, and I don't think it was just the rich get richer meta. I think it was that's just how the game is right now because she's so dominant. Is so many people are bringing in these these cosmic champions that can handle her. And so as a result, she's not as scary because people have options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Gallon, you got Hulkling, you got Massacre, you got
Terrax.
Valkyrie, you got Terrax. I haven't seen anyone with Gore since his update in the beta.
That'd be me.
It worked better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used them against Penny pre-buff as well.
Yeah. And so that's like, it's really not about Penny not being good. And I literally have a rank 4 SIG 200 Penny. I took her to SIG 200. I ranked her up just probably 3 weeks ago. I've rank 4 videos have become more than I have time to do. I'll maybe one day just do like a mass rank up video or something. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. So anyways, I know that wasn't actually your question, but that's kind of what's going to happen. So Penny's going to move down, but that's more just based on what's going on. And I will say that Nerd in his session did kind of help me kind of with the formatting, let's call it, of Battlegrounds. And right now, there's just a ton of cosmics that people are putting in, and I don't think it was just the rich get rich meta. I mean, we've even got like Valkyrie and things like that. These other champions that don't rinse her, but they're in people's decks. You know, everyone who's got a Hulkling and a Gallon has put in their Hulkling and their Gallon. Wow, I really made this difficult on myself, didn't I? But you know what? I think we still got a shot. She totally cancels kinetic transference. Oh, she's amazing, Dot. And in no way is it a reflection on her value. It's what's happened around her and the decks that people are bringing to Battlegrounds. Like, let's say if everyone started bringing all these champions that could handle Thing, and they were just, everyone's decks had 5 or 6 options for that. I think Thing would move down. Has he become any worse? No, it's just oh, okay, got it. Sorry. It's just a relative difference thing.
Yeah, on attack, she's still amazing in all of her matchups. It's just there's more counters for her defensively.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want that.
Oh.
You know, the way I play in my streaming chair, I cover up my power bar. And so I didn't until it was too late. I actually was wondering, I almost asked out loud, why is my power gaining so much? Because I forgot he actually has a buff. That's annoying. I also got to learn to punish... what? Oh, I didn't have my shock up. I really had a chance to win this. I have totally made this bad. Unless Lags really flubbed it. That should have been what, like a 40-second fight, if that.
You're a good friend, Vega.
Good friend.
But yes, that should have been much faster.
I'd like to think I'm good. What did Tiger did it? Tiger came in.
Oh wow!
Lags throws me a bone. Lags throws me a bone. Thanks, Lags. It's nice of you, Bryce. Let's get in our match before B and Infamous start. Karate Mike is back. Can't play shots while RS. They should fix that. Karate Mike, is that a bug? For anyone who doesn't know,
how dare you?
It's not a bug. I just don't know how to play him very well. I've never used the SP3 rotation. Mike is trying to teach me how to play, but what he doesn't know is
I know very little about him.
I'm beyond hope. A lag raid? Oh, thank you so much, Judah. Thank you, Lags. Lags throws me a bone and throws some viewers our way. We will be they're going live now. Bryce, it's not meant to be, dude.
It's all good.
I'm sorry, everyone. We're gonna. It sounds like Infamous and BMcG are going live. This is a huge match in the tournament. We're gonna go to that right now. Lags, thank you for the raid, and let's go live. Let's check in live, and I'll hand over the analysis to you two while I get this all set up. So thank you very much. There's BMcG. What a great dude.
Yeah, this is a good matchup for me. These are two very good friends of mine.
Yeah, they're both great guys. They're both great guys.
Infamous is essentially my Battlegrounds rival. We've gone up against each other more than like anybody else for me.
Infamous is the Battlegrounds bully.
He really is.
I
think it was in his streams he says, I'm never going to run recoil. I have a rank 4 else. I'm never going to run recoil. And then what does he do in the last season? Rank 4 Elsa right on defense with recoil. What is going on with this?
All right, now I'm going to bring up the standings in their group. They are Group H, I believe. This was the group that I labeled the group of death when I saw the first draw, right? I used a randomizer to do it. Everyone was ranked and received a ranked, mainly on their performance in the first tournament. But then we had a lot of new people come in who got a new person ranked, but they are not. They're much better than that rank. Anyway, so this is Group H. Toffrey, I know a lot of people don't know him. He doesn't have a channel or anything like that, but he is incredible. Infamous is a phenomenal player, does a really great stream, tends to be like in my morning, so I don't know if that's like late morning or early afternoon for everyone on the East Coast, but a phenomenal player in the Alliance Noon. I highly recommend you check him out. And then also BMcG, great friend of mine, an Alliance leader, a Battlegrounds leader of Battle Group 1 in For Loki. For me, he's completely synonymous with the Overseer and how good the Overseer is and bringing that to everyone's attention. But he's done that with quite a few champions. He puts on a great stream. I cannot recommend more that you go and you support these two. It would mean a lot to me. It's a great way of saying thank you for the tournament. Go. It's hard to stream as it is. It's hard to play Battlegrounds as it is. Doing them together, it takes a lot. So here we go. And you can see the winner of this matchup makes it to the knockout stage. I don't think either of them made it last time, although they both played well enough to do it. Just didn't happen, if I remember correctly. One of them will be advancing into the knockout stage after tonight.
And these are both very talented players as well, as you said. They're both very good friends of mine. I don't know who I would favor in this.
That whole group was that way.
Both of them are, like I said, outstanding. Like, this could go to either player very easily.
Yep. There's a lot of matchups like this, but this is one of those ones where it's like, why aren't we doing best of 7? Like it's going to be cool. I think that's a great way for us to finish off tonight. We do have a matchup tomorrow, Ghost Dog versus Blaze, which is another, I'm pretty positive that's another win and in scenario. We had a lot of those in week 3. We just had a lot of them go tonight. But tomorrow at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Blaze and Ghost Dog, I believe will both be streaming it. And here we are. We've got a win and in. A win and in.
I think Yusafa and Doc are also going tomorrow.
They are. I think it's in the morning, though. I know it's at a time where it's like, I just can't cover it. Doesn't mean it's not worth watching. You definitely should. But I know I can't cover it. I think I'm going to get rid of B's donation portion, and then we'll get a little more the bottom of his. I think that's what I'm going to do here.
Did Infamous get a new mic?
I think something looks different down there, doesn't it?
Is that his logo, maybe?
It's kind of covering his face a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a subscribe button. It's an interesting thing though, because I am obviously subscribed to him, and so it still shows up to your subscribers. I don't know what that's all about. All right, I think here we go. Winning in. These two guys are about to put on a show for us.
Best of luck, these two gents.
Mm-hmm.
Karate Mike is making his intentions known. Bold move, my friend. And the statement is, I'm rooting for whoever uses Howard the Duck. There it is. There it is.
Pretty sure the next Grandmaster is going to ban the duck completely.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I've been in communications with the Grandmasters for the playoffs, and they are dead set on Mike not winning this. They are dead set on it. Tobias, what's up, dude? Yeah, like this is, I told my wife, I'm like, Thursday night, I'm going to be in my office. She's like, you've earned it. Go have fun. FinTech, I'm sorry we didn't get in a match, dude. I hopefully you saw how this played out. Thank you for being here. And I apologize that we didn't get in a match. And obviously I'm sorry to Bryce. I know you both set up for it, so I appreciate it.
Next time.
I'm reading FinTech's message. Just played a couple warm-up games with Infamous. I hope he didn't get discouraged. I love FinTech's confidence, but I think it's very just factual. I love it. All right, here we go.
It's very terrifying.
It is, right? It's part of the FinTech mystique.
Taking away B as Overseer.
There's Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog, you're going tomorrow at 7 Pacific, right? I have it on my calendar to cover you and Blaze.
Is that a rank 4 gore?
On Infamous side, I'm not sure, actually. It looks like it from a PI.
You know what? Since they just started, you didn't see any of the champions that are not allowed to be indexed, right? I've hated that we had to have that issue earlier this week, and then I thought we had it with lags, and that I was not looking forward to having to say that.
Don't think so, but I think B also had long shot auto picked.
Okay.
Not totally sure.
He does have that look on his face as you said that of like something happened, but he's trying to smile through it. Ghost Dog saying he will be live early for tomorrow's matchup. So I'm be covering it at 7 Pacific in the evening. If you're looking for a little entertainment before that, Ghost Dog will be live. That's on a heck of a show. Adam's confirming for us that Longshot was an auto pick.
It's possibly not the worst with Infamous going cosmic heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Static, I hear you. And it's always tough to communicate with, have a nuanced conversation. I think what you're saying is kind of what we're doing here with this whole Grandmaster idea. So Gallon and Hulkling cannot be banned. The competitors are not allowed to ban them. Rintra and Doom are not allowed to be in their decks. We have a different Grandmaster each week. Week 1 was Kabam Mike. Week 2 was Cat Murdoch. And week 3 is Frontline MCoC. All phenomenal Twitter follows for a variety of reasons, all dealing with MCoC and other things. Link to that is also in the description of this. And I think that is foreseen even more skill, although just watching these people, it's skilled all the way through. Okay, we don't have them perfectly lined up, do I?
A couple seconds.
Yeah.
Off.
I think we're going to be pretty much lined up now. Okay, so B gets to use his man thing. I told you he's one of the reasons I love his channel so much is he teaches, and it's often, it's not like crazy champions, but it's the champions that aren't at the top of all the tier lists. Man thing is definitely one of them. So this is a safe space for him. Mr. Nago's a pretty good option though for that man thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. And then I think last night I had a really nice Archangel versus Null. One of the things we talked about was, Null is not immune to to bleed and poison. He's got a resistance. So you're still going to see some damage, and it's the neuros that are really going to start to kick in. B's getting some nice RNG there. He's already got 3 neuros up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I saw last night you had 8 neuros, and they all just expired into stuns one by one.
That was funny. That's so true. That's right. He just stood in the corner there, and I couldn't do anything about it because I hadn't let him throw a special.
I think the man thing's a bit of a weird one in this meta because he places buffs on the attacker. I feel like he honestly speeds up more matchups than he's problematic for, because as long as you're using somebody that's poison immune or like negative who can get around the nullify, then generally they end up taking him down pretty quickly.
Yeah, it looks like Infamous is going to take this one based on health. He's going to lose on time, but he's going to win on health.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very close, though, for these two competitors.
That was a very nice negative fight.
And I'm pretty positive that is a rank 4 man thing. So that was a lot of health to get through.
Mm-hmm.
One combo hurt AA. Yeah. Manuel's here. What's up, dude? PWF, he's congratulating on your win.
Reading chats for professional YouTubers haven't quite graduated that far yet.
What's up, Suited? Manuel, I will say that somehow PWF, did respond to my question in a line chat while he was playing, best I could tell. That was really nice to see. I appreciated it. Okay, so this matchup down here, Cosmic Ghost Rider versus Terrax, probably going to go pretty fast. CGR is going to take some damage along the way, though, right?
You gotta see if we get the instantaneous infuriate up top. Oh, there it is. Although I guess that's not going to affect his ability accuracy.
No, because he's got that plus 300%, right?
Right.
Infamous is playing this well, but there's just nothing he can do. He's going to take that damage. B needs Herc to throw this special, though. Herc doing this dance is not helping his cause. Nice punish that special with his own heavy. That's not easy to do. Now he needs to trigger some buffs. He has his shot still, I think, because of how much health he has left.
I don't know. It's going to be really close.
Yeah, it is.
I think a little too much time has passed away by now.
I think so too.
I'm starting to agree with PWF. Like that mental timer I often talk about is pretty much gone off. I think Infamous, you can tell he's watching this though. Yeah, he's feeling good. He sees the results come in. Okay, a little stretch, sitting up in his chair. There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. First set in, Infamous has taken the lead, 1-0. This is just the beginning, though. This is just the beginning. BMcG knows what he's doing. These two are so evenly matched.
Fintech did not destroy his spirit. May have damaged it a little bit.
Yeah, I think he made him more resilient, if anything else.
He's like, no one else can hurt me tonight. Finn did enough.
Yeah, it can't get worse. It can't get worse. Thank you very much, Dominic. That's a great reminder for me to introduce. We've got Bryce, Emulates on call, and PWF. Those of you who've been watching my channel a long time, these are from very familiar names for you. PWF is the battle group leader in For Loki, Battle Group 2, phenomenal war videos. And I'd like to think it's thanks to the tournament. He's now actually streaming, which I think makes MCoC YouTube a better place. And his channel should be linked in the pinned comment. And Bryce runs a phenomenal channel, has opened our eyes on so many champions. I remember the day I shared his video of his Kingpin just trouncing through For Loki's defense. And I was like, you guys want to see why we lost? Here it is. So thank you so much for being here, guys.
Of course. Happy to. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, appreciate you doing all this work to put on the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
This is fun. Like, honestly, one of my kids is sick. It was one of those nights where, like, the married husband father in me was like, I really don't know if I should do this. And my wife was, she really did say, she's like, I know how hard you work on this. Go have fun. So, yeah.
This time Nimrod showed up before Domino. It's always the other way around.
We were talking about that. I think it was Mike and I, where Mike's like, it's like you draft Domino and then Nimrod or
immediately after.
Yeah.
Every single time.
I think
the same thing happens to me with Storm X.
I do think it's Kabam being like, we're really sorry about Domino, guys. Here you go. We're gonna make this better. OG Highline, are there Grandmasters once pool plays over? Oh, there are. And literally every Grandmaster has been amazing. But I'm telling you, I'm saying this right now, you can take this to the bank. There will be at least one Grandmaster, and I think multiple, that's going to get the community pretty pumped up. I think you're going to be pretty pumped up on this. I'm very excited. And no, I'm not going to say who it is. Yes, that's a complete tease.
Why would you do that to us?
Because I enjoy it, and I think people like it. That's what I've been told.
How do you expect me to sleep tonight?
Ghost Dog's gonna have trouble sleeping. I love that he admits it, man. I love it. If I had a meaningful match in week 3, I'd probably have trouble sleeping the night before. I guess he didn't say he'd have trouble sleeping. That's me. That's me who would have trouble sleeping. I'd be so excited. OG Highline. That's so you can tell OG Highline, supporter extraordinaire. He knows my videos. Yes, PWF is the one I kept mentioning about showing how great a Mega Sentinel can be in war. This was 2 seasons ago. Isn't that 2 seasons ago? You used OS quite a bit, right? PWF?
2?
It wasn't last season.
Yeah, it was the main Conduit season that was supposed to be Conduit.
Yeah.
So I guess, that was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah. I talked about it a lot on my channel. And in my members chat, OG Highline's in there. All right, so yeah, back to the action. Thing versus thing. This is a throw, I assume, yeah?
It has to be, yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised B still went with Archangel instead of just going for someone else that was going to get the fight down, but maybe he didn't have any other options where he'd use Archangel.
Archangel handles this very quickly, but I do understand that if it's a very clear, visible throw, sometimes it's better to use an option that you don't necessarily need to have later on.
Options like this with Cersei always scare me a little bit because it's not unusual for me to miss a parry out of nowhere. And if you do that with her and then she goes into the heavy, you now have to deal with Glancy. And so that's why, I know Doom can be great for her, but man, you got to get that first stagger up,
Yeah, but wow, that was a very nice fight.
And a Statsman, Adam, I hope you don't mind that nickname. If you do, let me know. Saying neither of these matchups has occurred in the whole tournament. I think Thing vs. Thing's not shocking, but I am surprised we haven't seen Archangel for Cersei, although, was it Yusafu who brought up that Archangel was banned 1 week?
Yeah, and I guess everyone's been going with the cow or Doom.
So most banned has actually been, who do you guys think were the most banned champions? Top 3. Obviously, it's going to be a little skewed because some champions just weren't allowed to be in decks. So, a third of the time they weren't available.
I do think Valkyrie is up there. I think something was said about her earlier, but I know that I've seen a lot of Valk bans. Maybe Archangel probably up there. Gallon, Renfra. Renfra is definitely up there. But yes, he was blacklisted for a week, but I definitely think that he's up in the top.
This is crazy because no one's right. Mike is saying Rintra, Faust. What's up, dude? Nick, Fury, Domino, Gallon. Gallon was banned a week though, so I think that could be playing into it. And then PWF, did you have a guess?
No, I mean those all would have been mine. I mean, I know I haven't banned those. I think Kingpin's been my most common ban.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed these either. So it's Korg, which makes sense once you think about it. Tigra and Quicksilver.
Okay.
Quicksilver makes sense too. So few people know how to fight him, you know.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by the Quicksilver being in the top, but that's cool.
And then Hulkling coming in at 4. And I think Hulkling was in a can't ban. Oh, that's this week. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So many people probably didn't want to lose their Hulkling.
He is so ridiculous in this meta.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to lose him either if I had him.
Players like CGR isn't banned every match? That's weird. All right, here we go. Back into this one.
And we get offensive Quicksilver.
Oh, this is you guys know how much I love Quicksilver. So here we go. He's just gonna rinse this Mordo. I always
believe it.
Why did I gotta learn. I was doing really well not saying stuff like that. The announcer's curse is real. Here he goes. I think he's gonna probably throw his SP1. Okay, it looks like he's going to go rotation that I'm not as familiar with, but I'm going to assume that Infamous knows what he's doing because he does.
Hope it's going to be fast enough with
Yeah, you know, B's doing really well up there. He is destroying that Mordo.
He's throwing his specials like he wants.
Okay, Quicksilver's about to detonate.
Hope to get.
But Quicksilver, okay, it didn't line up. It didn't line up the way he wanted it to.
Oh yeah,
the Whiplash detonated. This is what some people talk about. Infamous is an incredibly smart player, so I'm not going to question his method there. But I don't think that went exactly well. But it looks like it's going to be enough. This is going to frustrate B.
Oh wow, yes, it will.
A little bit passive there at the end.
That little bit of turtling right there is all that it took.
Yep. So we're into a 1-1 scenario.
Yeah, maybe B should have gone for a special 2 instead of throwing that special 1 towards the end there.
I think that when he turtled up, he should have dashed back and thrown that striker. That would have won it.
Host fan, what is up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that very generous donation. Yeah, Statman was meant to be respectful.
I always forget strikers exist, so I would not have thrown it.
They're fun.
They're fun unless they come up on accident and you think you're having a good fight, and then out of nowhere, Juggernaut comes onto the screen.
That too.
And yes, that happened to me many times.
Yeah, I have not had that happen on the iPad, so maybe it's more of a phone type issue.
I will say
facing the buttons.
Let's talk about this matchup because this is a big one.
So CGR versus Nimrod is so Nimrod decreases armor break potency by 100%, which really mitigates CGR's damage output. Gallon versus Sim, I see what he's thinking here. He is nullify immune, but he's not stagger immune. So Sim is going to be removing some buffs periodically, getting that MD, and then being able to gain that power gain because of the genetic potential. I would favor Gallon in this couple of matchups here. I don't think that CGR is going to be able to take this fight quick enough.
Yeah, I think this SB2 might do it. He needs it to do it.
Gonna get him.
Yeah,
he's got low health.
Got a little scary when I saw the red bar though, because it was like, wow, what if it doesn't? But here we go. This is what we said. We wanted entertainment. They're giving us the entertainment.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over, and I mean that's two weird matchups, against each other to close out a round. Love to see that.
And again, stats. Adam is providing us with the knowledge on this. That's not a great average score for this tournament. You're not winning many rounds with a score of 43,000. You're just not. I mean, I don't need to. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing the stats on how often that score wins, but
it was 53,000, not 43,000. 53,000.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat, and so Adam's saying Sciar versus Nimrod has happened twice, and the average score in those matchups is 43,000. Although if it's only happened twice, no worries, man. If it's only happened twice, there's a chance that there's a 50,000 and a like a 36,000, right? That would make those numbers line up pretty good. So that's pretty tough. And Adam's saying, nope, that's not the case. They're actually pretty close together. Basically 42,000, basically 43,000. So, yeah.
Yep. That's kind of what I figured. I've seen the matchup be attempted before. It's a tough one.
I think Karate Mike speaks for all of us right now with this last comment. I think we're all having that same thought right now. We're like, wait a minute, someone beat my Nimrod pretty easily. That was weird.
A great return match from B there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we'll see if OG Highline can come in with the counter.
Really good call too, though, Bryce, about how Gallon's nullify immune, but not stagger immune. So that was something to kind of pay attention to there. I think also smart use of Gallon, though, by B, knowing that, right? Or at least knowing that he's nullify immune. Ghost Dog and Slayer are having a educational conversation for us all about what is the best way to do that fight. If for those of you who think on Sciar versus Nimrod, I think I kind of fooled around with it last night a little bit, and I did find SB1 was doing better, but I really don't know.
I would think special 3, special 1 rotation, because the Fury, you want some modified attack since you don't have any from the armor breaks. So I would assume a special 3, special 1 rotation.
And we have 4 Loki royalty in the chat with the Sire actually showing up. Thank you so much. That is the leader of 4 Loki.
Is Mike going to be angry right here?
He's got a chance to pick the duck. Mike will be choosing who he cheers for, and B goes for it. B goes for it.
Oh,
Mike can now. Mike, you got to announce your intentions now. I mean, I guess you kind of already did. It's just us putting 2 and 2 together, but. We now know for a fact.
Mike's got a rank 4 Howard on the way.
If all of a sudden RNG game things start going B's way, we'll all wonder why. We'll all think about it.
So I think Howard's his only rank 3 pick so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I believe that's correct.
That Symbiote Supreme's making me wonder. I do know he liked him. Did he take him up to rank 4?
I am 90% sure he took him to rank 4 for last season.
Okay. Some of the Infamouses are making me wonder too. I'm thinking that Kingpin he just has low PI. That Gore looks like he probably is.
That Gore almost certainly is with 19k.
Yeah. You think that's just maybe a low sig, Mr. Fantastic?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I do know that it is a strategy. People are kind of talking about it now of they don't actually fully level up their champions, and so that this exact thing happens where people just aren't totally sure.
Is that more of a strategy, or people just don't have any ISO?
No, I mean, I've seen a few people, not going to give out any names or anything, but that is a legitimate strategy.
So,
where to take up a certain champ to rank 4 unduped.
Mm-hmm. So maybe it is a competitive strategy, and maybe it's also strategy to not have to admit you don't have ISO. It's a win-win.
And Infamous had a chance to take Domino, but the duck terrifies him.
That's what the duck will do.
There's a Nimrod too, but we're blaming on the duck.
Yeah, let's go with the duck. I think this is the duck's meta. This is the duck's round. Let's see how it plays out. We see Scorpion on defense.
He is a menace.
I don't like fighting him on defense without like a really good counter.
You want like a poison immune counter who also has a slow?
Yeah. I want anybody that can get around the invade.
Yeah. So basically Shang-Chi.
Sure.
yeah, whatever, Vega, sure. Shang-Chi's good. Be quiet.
He's fine.
Yeah. He's adequate.
Both of these seem like they'll be pretty quick fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sim versus Gore is quick.
Unless B gets too many special 3s.
Yeah.
Yes, but at very least, Sim Special 3 is pretty quick and will do that bonus damage from nullifying all of those buffs.
This has been the night of Sorcerer Supremes getting pushed to their SP3. Let's just call it what it is. But this is where the fireworks should start. This SP3, you're saying it's pretty quick. You're right, it is. But Archangel's just having a field day down there.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The RNG started out pretty poor for AA, but it turned up. Wow.
It got good when it mattered.
That was quick. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back-to-back special 3s here.
Mr. King, I think I said hello to you, but if I didn't, hello. I meant to. And if we do too, that's fine. I think Karate Mike's enjoying that he's got Howard the Duck almost single-handedly as the second or third highest rated attacker in the whole tournament.
Yeah, I think it was a little too long to get up to the special 3 there. Needed a few more staggers to pop up.
Yeah. Losing with a score of 52,000, just it has an extra sting to it. Need the special 3 skip button for BGs. Yeah.
Has there been any more talk about it since it initially came out where they're thinking about it in the future and just putting like a time skip or something?
I have no idea. I pay attention to very little.
I just work here.
Yeah. I honestly, do you want fries with that? I don't know. I just like I leave that kind of stuff to Mike and DLL and I thank them when they tell me the important things I need to know. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Maybe watch a Rich the Man video or two to get caught up on the news sort of thing. All right.
Thought we might have gotten an offensive Sasquatch there. B has been testing him out.
This is the inaugural matchup in this tournament of Surfer versus Gallon. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about this one for Surfer. But I know how quick Kingpin can be for Nimrod as well.
How does this go fast? Because it isn't a lot of what Nimrod's going to do passive, so it's not like it's...
No, but each special that you throw is going to place at least one debuff on you too if he's in Eradicate, which is going to power you up quicker.
Yeah.
And if you go for the special 2 rotation, it's pretty quick.
Okay.
However, Nimrod, if you let him throw those special ones when you don't want him to, and he ends up, get the extra buffs, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and I was spending all my time watching that. I think B either got harvested or was at a special 2. PWF, I heard you say oof. Did you see what happened?
I believe it was a harvest.
Yeah, I think there's a harvest and an SP2 into the block, or maybe both happen on the same one.
But he's got a massive...
Generates on him.
Okay. And that's one of those ones where Surfer's like resistant to incinerate or something. He's not immune. I can't remember exactly how his is worded.
100% reduced potency, and they count as buffs for him.
But if you end up with like multiple incinerates, you still end up taking the damage, right? I know I've run into that scenario. No?
No, it's just Torch. Increased potencies.
Yeah, that's against Torch when you give him Smolders, because that increases his incinerate damage.
Okay. It looks like B's going to come up with the win. I'm sure he's sweating it here. But unless something bizarro happens, Kingpin's not getting this Nimrod down.
Yeah, I think purely on time differential at this point, it's pretty set.
Yeah. right, now this next one's big. I mean, it's not definitive. I don't think it's like 70 or 80%, but there does tend to be a strong correlation to whoever wins like the middle of these tends to go on, right? So in a best of 7, that'd be, was it round 4? And best of 5, I think it's round 3. So this is a big one for them. I think they both want to come up with it. You don't want to have to win 2 in a row.
No.
Oh, we get the duck. I don't know how duck versus Quicksilver works.
Oh, we're really getting it.
You're getting ducked, man.
One way or the other, you're getting ducked. Oh my gosh. Let's see how this goes.
Then we got Hype versus Bishop, which is a pretty good matchup.
Yes, it goes quick.
If you evade the special 2.
Mm-hmm.
Why did B back himself into the corner? I'm curious. Do you guys know?
Maybe
does he already have 24 Furies?
I think that's why. Okay, I think Infamous is going to have to evade this. Let's see if he... Oh, man. He had set that up real well. That's just a tough evade. That is a tough evade. We've all been there so many times.
I remember it not so fondly.
Yeah.
I know I've definitely messed it up just so many times.
The duck is about to win. Fight, like trying to jinx B now. Quick reactions by B. He's feeling good. You see the hand raise, fist pump, 52,000. Mike, are you happy or are you disappointed that B has actually hurt the average score of Howard the Duck? Are you happy for B or are you upset? We'd like a live reaction if possible.
Mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings. That was really impressive, though.
I think what he's saying is that B has to rank for the duck.
Is that going to be a mandatory battle BG1 rank up? Howard the Duck for everyone?
It used to be Rintra.
Yeah.
Now it's the duck.
I remember I was in that battle group when that all happened. And Mike and I actually took our Rintras up on the same day. And I messaged him like, hey, did you take a Rintra? He's like, what do you think? And I was like, I'm still going to do it anyway. And I thought I was going to get all these fights with Rintra. And nope, everyone in my BG had one.
Infamous was looking at his deck, but I don't think he made any changes.
I mean, he's a better Battlegrounds player than I am, but I think he's done phenomenally. I don't know what would you guys potentially change. I think he's actually won just as many games as B has. They're both at 4. It's just the way they've been spaced out.
I probably would have taken the 3 minutes right there after that hype fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have as well. I'm very
time,
guilty for not doing it, though.
But also at the same time, he's like, I just want to get this over. I don't want to see that fight. Get it out of my head.
Yeah, I think that's such an individual thing. In my matches in my first tournament, they both started off so horribly. And I know people were like, you should take a break, And it's like, that's the last thing I actually want to do. If it was, because like the not stress, but the feeling, whatever it is, it was building up inside. Like if this was a physical sport we were playing, then I could have maybe gotten it out. But I was just sitting in my chair, like I just wanted to get a better memory in my head and started thinking positively as quickly as possible. OG Highline, no, in fact, very rarely has a 3-minute break been used. There's been a couple of strategic things that I have not seen the competitors do, and that's one of them. That's a good point, Tom. How long have you been here, Tom? Thanks for showing up.
Isn't it middle of the night for Tom? What's he doing? Is he scouting?
It's pretty late for him.
Yeah, what are you doing, Tom?
I think it's probably 1 or 2 in the morning for him at this point.
Yusuf has a question for you, PWF. And Mike is saying, I'd be lying if I said I was aware of a 3-minute rule. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. And you've won a lot, Mike. You've won a lot.
My favorite teammate in my battle group.
You can't win that one. I'm sorry I pointed out the question.
Yeah, I mean, I think I gotta go with Clown just because he helps with planning. Because planning is horrible, and if you did it by yourself for that long, you'd go crazy.
This has got to be rough. I mean, Infamous has a phenomenal matchup here with Scorpion for Sasquatch, but Hulkling versus Nimrod. I mean, like, Hulkling's built for that.
Mm-hmm. Especially with these node sets, it's going to be a lot.
Mistakes can happen, though. He could get pushed to his SB3. Something else could happen.
And Adam says that the history favors Hulkling.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for providing that. Yeah, by almost a little over 3,000, actually.
I'm a little did Infamous go with shocks?
You know what? I saw someone else do this recently, and I wasn't sure why. I wonder if there's something I don't know, but I would think...
while we're looking at that...
Yeah.
Hulkling is done.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's just got to be frustrating, right? Because, let's see the rest of his deck. He knows what he's doing. He's a better player than I am. But I would think using your Scorpion and then getting beat by this much is just kind of got to be frustrating.
Hulkling is ridiculous.
You know what, though? He may not just have needed him anywhere else. Like, I'm looking at the lineup of what he's got left, and he's okay. Fury, Gallon, CGR, Hype, and Kingpin. And I'm looking at the other options. I'm thinking maybe he just didn't see a place to use Scorpion elsewhere. So it's not a throw as much as it's not like he was saving Scorpion for something else. Except for maybe that America?
I think the America's in case he places Hype, but he can't really place... No, I guess he has Kingpin for I-Bomb.
Yeah. All right, this is big. B could actually close it out right here. Is he going to go with Bishop, or yeah, he might as well.
I mean, you could have gone with Bishop on defense and just said, Dex the special too. Come on.
Yeah,
right there, it's staring you right in the face.
Yeah, that's actually probably the much smarter play. Is more aware. I think Infamous does a really nice job here with his draft. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's setting that. That's a scary thing to do when you win, you lose this, and you're out. But I think he really set himself up nicely for sets 2 and 3 here.
Yeah, I expect B to go SP1, SP2 here.
Get the energy vulnerability and the energize up.
But he might be getting too much power to do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Oof. 2 hits hit in the wrong modes, so that's really going to hurt.
Bryce, what do you think of this matchup, Kingpin versus I-Bomb? I assume you've tested it multiple times.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's going to go quick no matter what.
But it seems like he's really wanting to bait these SP1s, and it's actually got him backed into the corner. Should he be scared of that SP2?
No. It gets a little weird with the special 2, especially without synergies. You can have some poison stick on you. But it will literally never put acid burn on you. It is impossible for Kingpin to get acid burn except for if he goes to the special 3.
And he might be going there.
Yeah, and that took so much time. He's got to be legitimately frustrated right now. You can see it on his face. There will be a stun off of this, though, right? If I remember my Kingpin well.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but all the
but he's got some massive physical resistance right now. Oh,
physical resistance.
That last hit. But...
Kingpin doesn't mess around, man. There's Infamous. I like to see him smiling. He's a good dude. So I like to see him smiling.
That has to feel good.
Yeah.
After sitting in the corner for a minute going, come on, throw it.
Yeah.
Throw it.
And then add about 10 more throw it's. That was a long time. I was sitting there watching it being like, please just throw your special. Why will you not throw your special?
But now Infamous has 3 Cosmics. And America Chavez is available on the board.
I don't know if I can watch this. This is going to be America Chavez versus Gallon, and it's going to be Bishop versus Herc. You guys know I'm the host.
Bishop.
I cheer. Oh, wait, what? He's changing it up. Chavez, I think, is once she's buffed, I think it's going to be great for this matchup, actually. How it goes right now, I don't know. Although Gallon's going to get enough buff. I can't remember if she's just buffed in general or unique buffs.
I believe it's buffs.
So she may actually ramp pretty fast. But as the host, I cheer for everything to go to the last game. So if I'm cheering, you know where I lie.
And
Adam with the not so good news for the Cosmic Ghost Rider matchup.
This hasn't been going well.
Oh, no, it has not.
Let's see if this kills.
One time it's happened.
Oh my gosh, Infamous! I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
My God.
Oh no.
Although the same may happen to be right here. Oh my gosh. Is Infamous going to win this because his was faster?
I don't think Gallons is going to outright kill her.
It doesn't look like it is it?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
I think he's got it right here, but that does immediately start the harvest,
And he's
which means
unstoppable.
he's going to take a big chunk of damage here in a second. As soon as harvest ends.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Oh.
Throwing the special into the unstoppable. Wow.
Oh god. Yeah, no, that is a desperation throw right there if I've ever seen one.
Wow.
Goodness. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say aside from I don't know what to say.
What a
Was not
ridiculous
expecting
last
either of
match up
those.
there.
And I guess the stats show us the way on there. I mean, Bishop was at 1% health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was Damnation not? Obviously, Damnation must not have been up because he gained power.
Yep. Yeah, I think he only had four things active, 4 judgments.
Exciting match that is.
Way to go.
Yeah. So everyone who's watching this right now, and I can see how many people are watching it. Everyone who's going to watch this back, and I know the stats. I know how many people are going to watch this back. Please, if you're going to do anything, if you're going to thanks Vega for putting this on. Please go subscribe to Infamous and B, but Infamous here. Infamous is a good dude. He puts out great videos, runs a really nice stream, and B won. I'm not taking anything away from B. B won, but that is. We've all played this game. We know how that feels when the luck goes against you like that. So please go let him know how much you appreciate him putting on the show for us all. And happy holidays, and please subscribe to his channel. Let's get his channel going here. He deserves. He works hard. It's on a great show. I don't know what else to say. That was phenomenal. Congratulations to B, obviously, as well. You guys got anything?
I mean, both of them played phenomenally well. Infamous, if you end up watching this back on the replay, because I know that I do. I like hearing what everybody says. I feel for you with that last second special 3, and I'm sorry. but you performed very, very well, and you should still be very proud of yourself with your performance.
I agree wholeheartedly. I was going to say that Valkyrie was the MVP of the tournament, and the first tournament was Gallon. But I think Mike may be convincing me that it's actually Howard the Duck, if not just because the Duck is 3-0, but because it appears to bring outrageous luck. The Duck brings luck, and I don't think you can argue with it. B, you played phenomenally, man. I can see you're in the chat. Infamous, if you're out there, scroll back a little bit. But we've all been saying outrageously kind things, and we all feel for you. We saw how those last 2 fights went, and we've all been there, man, and it sucks. And I'm sorry, and I appreciate you putting on a show. You guys got anything else?
Big congrats to B, of course.
Yeah.
Nice job, dude.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
Great job, B. No. He had a slight ban update after round 1. So I think he banned.
Yeah, and it played out well for him.
And then he switched over to Herc ban.
Well, B did win. Bad luck. Bad luck's part of the game. RNG's part of the game. And so we all know how that feels. So that's why I'm asking everyone to go support Infamous. He deserves it regardless. But B did win. Congratulations to B on advancing into the knockout stage. It's your first time doing it. So congratulations. We're looking forward to seeing you in the playoffs. Phenomenal night for the Grandmasters Cup. Everyone put on an incredible show. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you, Safa, for being here and for being the financial supporter and sponsor of the tournament. Thank you, PWF and Bryce, for being here on call as long as you had, and you, Safa, as well. Generous donations from Ozfan, Adam, Maximus Sages, Messiah, Lord Easy, and OG Highline. Just absolutely crushing it. Thank you so much, everybody. This is so much fun. Tomorrow night, in a win and in scenario, we have so many of these going down to the final match of the week. At 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we have Blaze from noon versus Ghost Dog, streamer extraordinaire. Ghost Dog will be live beforehand, so if you're looking for some entertainment before that time, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, catch him live as he prepares for this. This is what it's all about. So much drama, so much excitement. Good luck, bad luck, but all of it skilled, outrageously skilled play from all of the competitors. Thank you to all of them for agreeing to do this. What's that?
You need to update that alliance tag for Blaze. It's SSX.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. He's been in noon for so long. You're right. In SSX, phenomenal alliance, friends with all of them. Zach, thank you so much for being here, my friend. And then let's go PWF and then MUH to sign us out tonight.
Great job by all the performers tonight. Sure, not everyone's match went how they want, but I think everyone played well. Great job to everyone that went.
Right on. Way to go, everybody, tonight. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody in chat that is still hanging around. I know it's been a long stream, but it's been cool having everybody here. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and I'm sure we will see you again next time.
And then let's. I don't often do raids, but one of my closest friends in the game is streaming right now. MP Blaze, not of noon, but of SSX. Thanks you for correcting me. If we could do a BBC raid, I would really appreciate it. Let's see if he even knows what it is. He might not, but I would appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Take care.